Hey everyone, Lyeiir here. I'm back with a new Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. I just want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you very much for the feedback. I am trying my best, and I am actually trying out something new. I did actually make this overlay myself, and I'm actually hoping that this does turn out well. This did take a lot of editing, so I am teaching all this myself, and I am definitely trying things out. I really want to appreciate the patience. I had a whole bunch of stuff come up in real life, and that's why I haven't been able to upload anything as of recently, but hopefully I am going to be able to get back to that. I do have this new battle. It is with my friend Kyle. I do talk to him a whole lot on Twitter. He's a really cool guy. Been helping him out with IV breeding and just getting into the whole Pokemon metagame. So let's just talk about the team here. I am looking, and I'm afraid of the possible 3 Mega Evolutions of Kangaskhan, Gengar, and Garchomp, but usually people don't run Kangaskhan unless it's going to have a Mega Evolution, which is usually within my experience anyway, so I'm going to lead off with the Politoed, just get off the rain. That's safe lead anyways, and then he is going to lead off with the Kangaskhan, so I am predicting the Mega Evolution here, and usually they go for the Fake Out, so I am actually going to bring in my physically defensive Ferrothorn. And what I really like about this Ferrothorn, especially against Mega Kangaskhan, is that it hits twice. So because of that, I'm actually running Rocky Helmet as well. So what's kind of funny is this Kangaskhan will it's going to take out about half of its own health just from the double Fake Out on my Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet. So I am very happy about that, especially since I am doing a crap ton of damage. So I do over half of the Kangaskhan's health just by it using Fake Out on me. So he's going to switch out from the Kangaskhan here, and he is going to bring in his Rotom Heat. So I am going to set up my Stealth Rocks here because, like I said, I could take those hits for days off that Kangaskhan, but he does bring in the Rotom Heat, and I want to get the hell out of there. So I am actually going to switch back into my Politoed. It's my specially defensive Politoed. So even if he hits me with the Volt Switch, I'm still going to be able to take that relatively well. That did do a lot, so I am actually thinking about next time not taking a Volt Switch from it. But he's going to switch into his Goodra here. And it's going to take some Stealth Rock damage, and he's going to go for the Dragon Pulse here. And I do believe this is where I go for the Ice Beam, but I'm going to take that very well, and I'm actually just going to go for the Ice Beam on the Goodra just to get some damage off, because I do realize that, wow, that's a crit, and that barely did anything, and that's when I realized Goodra is a specially defensive monster. So I am expecting the Dragon Pulse again, and I'm actually just going to switch out into my Ferrothorn, just because I think that just the Steel typing and just Ferrothorn's overall bulk is going to be able to eat that up a lot better, and I was right. That was a crit. That would have killed off my Politoed, so I'm really, really happy about that. And what I'm going to do here is I am actually going to run, I'm going to go for the Leech Seed on whenever it comes in. And he does switch into his Gliscor here, and I do get the Leech Seed off. And his Toxic Orb is going to activate, showing that he is a Poison Heal set. So I do believe he is a physically defensive Gliscor. And he's going to go for the Earthquake here. I'm going to be able to take whatever hit he throws at me. And I'm just going to go for the Gyro Ball, see how much it does. I haven't used any PP ups on my Gyro Ball yet on this Ferrothorn, so I don't really want to keep attacking it, but that did a crap ton to the Gliscor, so it was a heck of a lot more than I was expecting. So he is actually going to switch out here, and I was kind of expecting him to switch out, so I'm actually just going to go for the Leech Seed again, and I am going to... No, never mind. That's a different turn, sorry. So I don't want to take any kind of an Overheat or Fire type attack, so I'm actually going to switch into my Noivern, and the rain is going to stop, so I was a little sad about that just because my Noivern is choice specs with Hurricane, and I do use the rain to abuse Hurricane's 100% accuracy, so expecting the Volt Switch, I actually do switch into my Nidoking here, and I'm going to go for the safe Sludge Bomb just because I'm going to be able to hit whatever he wants that comes in, and it's going to do some decent damage, especially since I'm Life Orb Sheer Force. So I am going to get the Sludge Bomb off on his Gliscor, and that Gliscor is just going to go down. So now that Gliscor's out of the way, You know, I still have my Heracross and my Malamar that are going to be able to do some decent damage here. And I am going to try and see what he's going to do here. And he does go for the Outrage. So I am definitely going to go down to this Outrage. And it is a little bit sad just because I really do like using my Nidoking. But I am actually going to bring in my Ferrothorn again on this Outrage just because there's nothing. I'm not really going to be able to take much damage from this at all. But he does end up doing quite a bit, which was surprised, and later on I do figure out that this Garchomp specifically is Choice Banded, which would explain all the damage that was dealt. But I do deal some nice damage back to the Garchomp through Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet, and I do get off the Leech Seed, which does give me some recovery. So, going back here, this is actually, I am expecting him to switch out, not wanting to give me any more Leech Seed recovery on his Garchomp. So I'm actually just going to go for the Leech Seed again. And I am going to get the Leech Seed off on this Rotom Heat. Now, again, I really don't want to take any damage like that off of him. So, right now I'm actually going to get a little bit more Leech Seed recovery off. And then I am definitely going to switch back out to... I'm going to go out into my Malamar here. My Malamar's not really going to be able to do much, especially since it's not really going to be able to outspeed much. He does miss the Overheat, which kind of doesn't really matter just because you'll see right here. I am going to go for the Substitute here, expecting, you know, maybe a Volt Switch or something, but he does go for the Overheat again, and obviously no HP left to use a Substitute, so... my Malamar's basically, I'm just going to leave it in for Death Fodder because there's nothing much it's going to be able to do in this fight. So I do get some Leech Seed recovery and some Leech Seed damage off on the Rotom again, and then it is going to hit me with the Overheat here. So I am going to die to this second Overheat, and it is going to get another special attack drop, which is pretty nice, which means that I'm going to be able to switch whatever I want into this, barring my Ferrothorn, and it's going to be able to live. So I am going to bring in my Politoed here. I want to set up the rain, and I really want to use my Noivern here and abuse the rain with the Hurricane. So I'm going to switch back out, and I'm going to switch out into my Noivern because there's nothing that this Rotom's going to be able to do. I'm figuring it's Choice Scarf, which I just revealed, so it's locked into Overheat. So under the rain, -4 attack, I'm going to be able to live that Overheat absolutely no problem, especially since it's resisted to. So it gets another attack drop, special attack drop, and I'm going to get some Leech Seed damage off. And then I am going to rock this Rotom like a hurricane. He's going to go for another Overheat here, and that's really not going to do anything at all, especially with another special attack drop. And it can't go any lower, so I am going to rock it like a hurricane, and it is going to go down definitely. So his Rotom's going to go down here, and he is going to switch into his Goodra. Now, I do make one mistake, and that's by staying in with my Noivern, because Noivern's not really bulky at all. I was kind of hoping for a crit or maybe something, but the Goodra does live the crit. And thankfully it lives that Draco Meteor, because if that Draco Meteor would have hit, it probably would have killed my Noivern. So I do take out the Goodra, and there is nothing on his team that is going to be able to take hits from this Noivern. So I am just going to keep going for a Hurricane here. It's 100% accuracy under the rain, and I should be able to one-shot the next few Pokemon. So down goes the Gengar, and then now he's going to bring in the Kangaskhan again, and I should be able to outspeed the Kangaskhan as well. So I'm just going to go for a Hurricane here, and I am going to get the Hurricane off, and I'm definitely going to kill the Kangaskhan from that range of HP. And his last Pokemon should be his Garchomp, and he's going to bring in the Garchomp. And like I said, I should be able to outspeed the Garchomp too. And I'm just gonna go for the Hurricane, and it's at half health. So at that range of HP too, and especially the crit, Garchomp's gonna go down, and it's gonna be GG. So Kyle, thank you very much for the battle. It was so much fun. I had lots of fun. I'm gonna be posting the best of 3 battles for this series, and hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the overlay, what I can do different, what I can do better, and what you want to see on the channel. Thank you very much, and have a good one.